What's going on, guys? This is Yes, I Read That, and today I am reviewing Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. This has been an awesome book. I can already highly recommend it. The first part of this review is going to be spoiler free, and the second part is going to contain some spoilers. So let's get right into it. This is a fantasy book, so first of all, I'm going to talk a bit about the world. And the world in this book is really awesome. It's well thought out. It is great. There's some great mystery in it. There is ash falling from the sky. There's the mists ruling the night. In the night the mists come out and cover everything. There's some weird monsters in the mists. No one really knows what they do, and we kind of get to explore this whole new world, and it's great. The humans are also pretty interesting. There's two fractions, I would say. They are pretty separated. There's the nobility, which is obviously very rich. They have the great buildings, they have great balls and great entertainment. There's some great houses, and then there's the ska, which is basically the poor population. They're held like slaves, and they are subject to the nobility. Like, if they feel like it, they can just be rid of any ska. Of course, there's a bit of a middle ground. There's some ska that aren't slaves, I would say, more like servants, and they have a better life, but still there's a huge rift between the poor and the rich. So far even that the rich don't consider the poor, the ska, the same species, maybe, I would say. So yeah, it's very interesting. The most interesting thing, in my opinion, though, is the magic system. It's great. It's very scientific, so I really like that. It's not huge mystery, but, well, to us at least, it's very well explained, and I'm gonna talk more about it in the spoiler section, but for now, let's keep it spoiler free. I'll just say I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. Now, the characters were good, but I feel like they weren't too deep. Like, the main character is Vin, a girl, and she has grown up on the streets and is therefore pretty paranoid and scared of other people, and this is really all that she's got going at first, and this is pretty much all that defines her. So the characters are interesting, maybe a little cliche, but interesting. But I feel like they could be deeper. But I really enjoyed them. They are very likable, and yeah, I'm gonna say some more about the characters later as well. I can highly recommend the book. It's got a great story. The story is actually very interesting because with the nobility and the ska so far, they have drifted apart so far, like great rift between the rich and the poor. There have been some thieving crews, and the story we get told is that the thieving crew tries to make a huge coup, and basically the biggest thing you can do, topple the entire government. And this is what we get to know, how it's going to be organized, and yeah, obviously there's a lot more to it. I will talk about the story a bit more in the spoiler section, but I feel like the story is very good. There's some great plot twists as well, that I did not expect at all, and yeah, I will talk more about it in the spoiler section. Overall, I would say this book is a 4.5 out of 5. It's got great characters, but for me they are a bit black and white. I'm gonna talk more about it later. But overall, the world is really awesome. I really enjoy the world. It's so well thought out, and the other aspects of the book, like the story, the magic system, really great. So I highly recommend this book. Go pick it up. It's great. Now, to the spoiler part. The world is great because there's still so many unsolved mysteries. Why is there ash falling down? We can assume that the world was pretty much alike to what the world here is. What is the deepness? What caused all of this? This is some great mystery, and I really enjoy books that leave something to the imagination. Obviously, there's going to be more books. I haven't read them, and I really enjoy that there's still some open mysteries. The magic system with Elemency is amazing. The magic is based on iron or metals, and if you are a Mistborn or even just a Misting, you can use these metals. You have to be born like this. You can use these metals to affect your surroundings. You can either sense metal, you can manipulate feelings, you can push or pull iron from or to you from you, and there's some really creative uses of this magic system. Obviously, people use it to push coins very fast, so they can almost shoot. They use it to just power up, gain more strength. They use it for there's even one metal where you can see the future a bit. So there's some really creative uses of it, and I really enjoyed it. Something else I really enjoyed is the whole structure around the Lord Ruler with the obligators and his inquisitors. They're pretty much untouchable. They're his elite force, and even the highest skilled cannot even touch them. That is great. I think something like that is very interesting. It serves a very interesting point to make the Lord Ruler so crazy strong. Now the characters, here I have pretty much the same points. They're deep, but they could probably be deeper. Kelsier has one thing that defines him, and that is, well, he was a thief once, and he lost Mare to this accident he got betrayed, and that's it. That's why he hates the nobility, he hates the Lord Ruler. And that's pretty much everything he bases his decisions on. There's nothing new coming except for the death of his brother, and that's just it. But still, the characters are very consequential. They really make sense. It feels natural what they do. So I really think the characters are well thought out. And the best thing is they're very likable. I enjoy them. So yeah, I guess my criticism is not really that great, because I enjoyed the characters a lot. It's just maybe they could be even better. Anyways, the story, as I said, I really enjoyed the story. I think some plot twists were crazy, and every time it seems to get to a bit of a drag. Something new happens, and that's crazy. The death of Kelsier was catching me so unaware. I thought it would be the same, they suddenly try to get away and somehow manage to do it, but no. And it just really showed how strong the Lord Ruler was as well. And well, the Lord Ruler himself, that's the biggest twist probably of the book, that he isn't actually what we thought all the time when we read his logbook. We always assumed that was the person, but no, it's actually Rashak the Pac-Man that always hated him. So I think it's a great story, and I can't wait for the second book. I'm definitely gonna read it, definitely gonna review it, and yeah, if you haven't read it, I highly recommend to check it out. So thank you so much for watching. Please tell me in the comments below, what are you currently reading? And is it good? Is it not good? What did you like? Thank you very much, and have a nice time.